Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest solo trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing some clips from my bigger solo traps. Again, this clip that's starting off was actually someone who was in my alts guild who ended up hijacking my bait. So I was baiting with my leader on my alt, which is burning right now, as you can see. The guy next to me is actually a solo trap that happened to be in this guild, so he actually ported next to me, and he actually got hit by a bunch of these guys. I think the first EOH guy went in there, and this guy's going in right now to hit him. I think this one actually not walks back, but gets his leader back, so either Helldrider or he bunnied that one. But yeah, so the only reason I'm putting this clip in here is because this guy was actually solo trapping there, so I wanted to kind of showcase his clip that I was recording at the time. So if you are that person right there, just let me know in the comments down below. You got to see yourself on one of the videos, just kind of because you ended up showing up on one of my traps. So anyways, let's move on to the next one. So this is again doing the 1000 IQ trap. Leader is walking back to my base. This guy's going in, I think it was mostly like tier 5. So this guy's from SGM, probably no SGM, really big guild, but yeah, I'm not really too worried about actual solo attacks and stuff. Obviously, on these big solo traps, you don't really have to worry about switching to your gear or anything like that. You are pretty set up to take any hit. So let's take a look what he actually said. It was 250k. There's another guy next to me. It's Cobra. Sorry, Cobra is next to me as well. So I guess they just started to start a rally on me. So it is what it is. Sometimes they start the rally, sometimes they'll go in for the attacks. It really depends what kind of guild's going on and what they're thinking at the time. So, and this one only got some tier 2 and stuff like that, and the other one I think he went tier 4, tier 5, I think. So got a little bit more kills on that, or was it tier 2, I don't know. Let's take a look at 250k. It was 6 million might. Oh, it was tier 5 siege. That was what it was. Okay, never mind. Sorry, tier 5 siege with tier 4 and tier 2. So he obviously just had a pre-set up, went in there and tried to hit me. Didn't do too much damage, obviously got some free kills and all that. So move on to the next one. 1000 IQ trap again. Leader is walking back. KDA here is going to be the guild that's coming in. This guy has 65 castle stars, so probably pretty good attack. Around 900% attack if he went in with his leader. That's kind of what you want to look at when you're solo trapping. Make sure you're looking at like what gear they have on. Do they have their speed up gear? Are they planning to go in for a blast? How many castle stars do they have? Because that will tell you a lot about what they're actually running and stuff like that. That's the reason I'm kind of putting here. Just look at their castle stars. If it's like over 60, a lot of times they're going to be close to 900%. Obviously, if they have max castle stars, you know they're probably a max count, probably full mythic champ, probably have 950 plus attack. That's kind of what you're kind of looking at. 20 castle stars, that might be around the 800% mark, depending on what their gear is. So you're always looking at stuff like that. Obviously on these big solo traps, you don't really have to worry about much. They're set up to take hits leaderless. I don't need to switch my gear, obviously, because I'm doing a leaderless attack. So if you're wondering what a good like leaderless trapping comp is, obviously these tier 4 comps I'm running are really good. So like 450k of each tier 4 and almost 3 million of each tier 2 is probably going to cap. Basically, I mean, it's going to cap literally everyone solo. If you get solo gangbanged while your leader's walking back, it's the only thing that can get you in trouble. As long as you're healing, you should be fine. You might have some people who full counter you and give you a little bit of reds every time, but that's what it is. They're not going to walk back from you until you lose quite a bit of troops. And obviously, once your leader gets back, you can switch to your war gear, and then they have literally no chance. I do not think people can give you reds if you have your war gear on and you have this comp. Even if they full counter you, I don't think it's possible. So I haven't found anyone who can. I've found people who can give me reds without my leader and they full counter me. That's the only time I can get reds, but it's like 100 or 200k usually. It's not too bad, but let's say if you have your leader with your war gear on, you literally shouldn't be taking. You should be taking under 600k from anyone out there, pretty much. Like someone, let's say like 1000% attack, full counters you, you might get, they might do 800k damage, so you're taking 200k reds from that, but that's pretty much it. So in this comp, it's pretty strong. The other comp I run is the rain trap comp. So it's like this comp, but you get rid of the infantry, so no tier 2 infantry, and then you add a little bit more tier 4. So like say like 700k of range and cav, and maybe like 500 or 600k tier 4 infantry, and they get rid of the tier 2 infantry. That'll knock you down like, what is it, like, what's tier 2? It's 8, so like 24 million might. It will knock you down, plus you add a little bit more tier 4, so it pretty much evens out. It's the same pretty much troop comp, but that's it. So anyways, I'm going in here talking over this stuff that's going on in the background. These guys are just coming in, seeing what I have. They're kind of testing my front line because I think they're going for a rally. My leader's walking back. They did the first test, realized I had troops. Then they're just testing my front line, basically seeing what I'm sitting in and all that. So I'm sitting in range, so they'll know I'm in range. That's fine. I can always just switch to infantry and they'll be super confused afterwards. But obviously, what in this situation, a lot of times they'll start a rally if they're testing your front line. So they're probably not going to go in for a solo attack. Unless they're trying to test your front line so they can go in for a gangbang, but that's very rare. Usually if they think you're offline, they'll just go for the rally. It's much easier. Usually people only gangbang you if they know you're online, sort of thing, because otherwise a rally is much easier to do. So if you're faking offline, chance of getting gangbang is pretty much 0. If they know you're online and they think they can gangbang you or basically solo you down before you can shield, that's why they go in for the gangbang. If you guys are wondering when gangbangs happen, it's because either you have a leader and you're online and they go in for the gangbang, or they don't want you like basically they're not letting you have time to shield, because rallies you have lots of time. So if they're going in for a rally, they think you're offline. That's pretty much it. So anyways, here's coming up another thing. I actually got them to cancel the rally. So this is what I do when I get rallied by people. I'll port away and start throwing troops on tiles. It does work sometimes. It doesn't work every time. Some guilds will just cancel and just go on for the next person. Obviously in this situation it worked quite well, so I actually started evacuating my troops onto tiles. And again, when I evacuate troops, sometimes I let them hit my tile. Just keep that in mind. So I'll evacuate 200k troops on each tile, so it literally looks like I'm getting rid of troops. I mean, if you're putting like 10k troops on a tile, it doesn't look like you're doing it. You got to actually fill up the marches. So I'll put 200k troops on each tile. That guy actually had quite a big a blaster. 66 cal stars, a lot of mythic champ, 3 cups on there. So that was quite good attack there. Good range attack. He's got double pack 5 familiars in there. I did about looks like 100k to my front line, and then his back line, or his pack 5 familiars did most of the damage actually, or not most of the damage, more damage than his actual attack. But yeah, so that was 109 in the front line, 130 something to the back line. So that guy had quite good attack. Again, I'm just wearing construction gear for any solo attacks. It doesn't matter. I don't need to throw on my war gear. Like I say, if I was getting gangbang, I would throw on my war gear, but otherwise it's not a big deal. So yeah, so that guy thought I was trying to evacuate all my troops because I was putting actual troops on tiles. They scouted it, saw there was 200k troops on there, like, oh my god, he's trying to get rid of his troops, cancel the rally, and he decided to go in for the solo attack. Obviously, it didn't work out for him. He ended up getting capped, and I was able to get his leader. They currently have a tracker rally on me because, again, they thought I was evacuating my troops and trying to run away. So, so that's the only time it works. But if they obviously realize you're a trap and what you're doing, they won't do that. But again, you can try this if you want to. So anyways, so the next attack is going to be, or sorry, the guy is going to be coming in for a rally now, has set the rally, and this guy's going to be going in for a solo attack. He's speeding in. Unfortunately for him, again, the other guy was much stronger. So this guy was decently strong, but the other guy sent a much stronger attack, and this one did pretty much nothing. I don't think he even had pack 5 familiars in this one. I didn't drop very much at all from that solo. I think it was a range on range, so I didn't counter him or anything like that, but he didn't counter me. And he ended up doing like 90 something K, I think, on that attack. But yeah, again, they started the rally again because obviously now I have 2 of their leaders. So 375k, it was just tier 4. He actually threw in fodder, it was fine, but only did 92k there. He did it to my range there, so didn't have tier 5, didn't have pack 5 familiars. You can see the difference. The other guy, actually his attack didn't do that much less than the other guy. But again, I think I full countered the other guy. So anyway, so we'll move on for that one. Obviously they didn't fall for it a second time. So they did cancel the rally the second time when I went to, so I just basically shielded after that because there's no point in trying to take one of these Titan rallies. It just never works out very well. So anyways, we'll move on to the next one. Just throwing my leader through a like rally party. Sometimes this works well, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends if they know what's going on. So if people know the trap, doesn't work out. If people don't know the trap, sometimes you get a ton of hits. So that's what I'm doing, just trying to find rally parties. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually just throw my ult with my leader and just go near the rally party, and sometimes they'll burn me through the rally party. Sometimes that works better. Sometimes I just literally just release my leader through the rally party, and sometimes that works. This guy's going in 250k tier 4, so going to give me some free tier 4 kills here. I always love this free tier 4 kills. Probably don't like it if you're on the other end. Losing 100k tier 4 does hurt, so yeah, so he lost 100k tier 4. Cav there, 150k wounded, and yeah, those tier 4 are also super expensive to heal. I didn't realize how expensive tier 4 was to heal when I first started trapping and all that, because obviously when I first started trapping I was just a tier 2 or tier 1 trap, and I didn't realize, like, I knew it was expensive to build the troops, I didn't realize how expensive it was to heal, because they take so many resources. So after that they kind of gave up, realized I could take a hit. He literally did nothing. So I'm also getting posted in global. Oh yeah, so someone knew about this one. So you can see someone is posting in the global chat there, knowing what's going on, calling one of my accounts a trap. So sometimes that happens too, like people like to give away the trap in global even though it has nothing to do with their guild. So obviously some people don't watch global, so they still go in for the attack. It really depends if they're like English or Chinese, because a lot of times the English people read the thing, but the Chinese people won't, and they'll still come in and hit me. So that's kind of what's going on here. They're kind of spam attacking my 223mm account. This is the rain trap setup, so this is the one that doesn't have any tier 2 infantry, just tier 4 infantry, about 600k, and about 3mm each of the tier 2 range and cav, with 750k of each tier 4 range and cap. So that's kind of the rain trap setup for this account. My other account is the full one with the 3mm of each tier 2 and the 450k of each tier 4. That's the SGM puppy one in the bottom corner here. That's also my account. So I was doing the double 1000 IQ trap, trying just to see if anyone would hit it, but they ended up going for the one that came back first, which was my bigger account. And then my second account here, I'm just watching. Looks like he's sending some attacks, so I'll switch over to that. Unfortunately, it did log me out, so I don't think I got that on. Let's see what he sent. So he actually did hit me on that one. Let's see what he sent. It was infantry, tier 2, tier 4. Didn't lose any of the tier 4 because he did shield it with the tier 2, so all he lost was tier 2. So he does have to heal those tier 4, but didn't have to rebuild them at least. So he's a little bit smarter, just doing a tester attack. This guy decided to go in for a double attack here, infantry, and I think he sent range after that. So I could have actually poured it away right now, but I thought he was actually going to go in. I didn't realize he was going to recall that. So unfortunately, he recalled that before that. I think he recalls both of them. So it's too bad. I could have poured it away, but sometimes when you want to act offline, because as soon as you port away and they're not setting a leader, then there's no chance of you getting their leader or anything like that. So I was kind of seeing if I could play possum long enough, but ended up going away. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I do have a account giveaway coming up, so keep an eye out for that. I will be posting that this week. I think it's going to be a Steam only account, so you have to have a computer pretty much to get the account, but a lot of people do play on computers, so it should be fine. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.